It's treating you well.
Very well. The weather has been fantastic.
It has been.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago, we had rains and freezing. You guys brought the good weather.
The sun has been smiling on us. So, and how have you been since the last time we talked? This was like 2 years ago.
I know. We spoke in July, July of 2021. I've been great. I've been back to Ghana 3 times.
Already?
Yeah.
But how's Tessica Brown? Have you been in touch with her?
Tessica is good. I keep saying that I wish I knew you guys were coming, but I knew you guys were coming. Tessica always calls. If I called her right now, I'll FaceTime and she will pick up.
Oh my God.
She's coming. She's going to be here on March 25th.
Okay.
So March 25th, we are having a fundraiser. So Restore turns 15 this year. He's 15 years old, and to celebrate, we are having a fundraiser.
Congratulations.
Dinner in Gala, the great Mr. Quincy Jones is the co-chair.
What?
We're trying to get our own president, Nana Akufo-Addo, to come.
I'm sure he would love to be here. 15 years.
15 years. 15 years of doing good works across the continent. We've been to 9 different countries. We have done over 1,600 major surgeries. And if we were to put a monetary figure on it, we are talking something in excess of over $75 million, based on U.S. standards. And all this has been done for free, thanks to people like you, all the volunteers. Thank you, volunteers, all the people. And of course, we can't do this without money, and I can't do it by myself.
But what is it like being such a successful black surgeon in a predominantly white neighborhood?
God.
It's been God?
No, God, God, and of course, if you know what you are doing, okay? I've been blessed with good hands. I love what I do, and if you love what you do, you will never work a day in your life. It doesn't feel like work. And when you entrench yourself in something that you love so much, you get good at it.
Yeah.
Okay. So of course, to be here in this town, predominantly white, I wasn't afraid moving here.
Okay.
Okay.
You weren't?
No, I wasn't afraid. When I was moving here from Ohio, I've been here. This is my 11th year.
Okay.
My first 5 years, 5.5, 6 years, I spent in Ohio. Okay. And moving here, my financial planner told me that I'm not going to make it past 6 months. Okay, he said, you're not going to make it past 6 months. You'll be broke in 6 months. But that was one thing, and I told him at the time, this is 2012, when the banks were not loaning money. Okay, I wanted to set up a practice here. My old hospital in Ohio said, if you stay in Ohio, we'll give you $1 million to open a practice.
And you still left?
I said, no, I'll come to LA. Okay, I told them, I went to my bank in Ohio. They said, we love you, but, moving to LA is too risky. There are too many plastic surgeons, so no.
Yeah.
Okay, we started looking around for loan. 1 million, turned to 750, 500. Even I couldn't find anybody to loan me 250,000. Told my financial planner, go ahead and liquidate all my investments and give me my money. And I'm moving to LA, and that's when he told me that I'm committing career suicide. He said, you're not going to make it past 6 months, and your marriage will not survive. That he was right, my marriage did not survive.
Oh, he was right about that.
But it took about 4 or 5 years. But of course, it's a very difficult town. But if you know what you were doing and you were good, the word spreads it.
If there's one lesson you've learned from living here and working here, what would it be?
Owning your own building, because real estate here appreciates so much. Okay, most of the wealthy people, they got wealthy through real estate. Mind you, I've been here 10 years. I've paid about $2.5 million already, and I still don't own this place. Yeah. And I thought I was going to retire from medicine at 50 this year. But, I realized I can't. I love it too much to retire.
So not because you've not made enough money, but because you love this too much.
I love it too much, I love it too much, and of course people need my help.
Yeah.
And, it's always good when your own colleagues refer patients to you because they cannot treat those patients. So it's something, and I still love it. I thought for some reason, at 50 I was going to retire and just travel the world and teach and help people. But I'm still going to do that.
I know you work in this field, so you'd be biased, but in Ghana, whenever you get your body done, people look at you with a side eye like, you're not a real person anymore.
So the question I ask those people, do you wear makeup? Do you wear deodorant?
Yeah.
Okay, you feel so beautiful and you smell so good. You know, plastic surgery is a makeup to me. Okay.
Okay.
It's a semi-permanent. Nothing is permanent. It's a semi-permanent makeup. Over time, it's going to fade. Okay, you have
What do you mean by it's going to fade? You're going to go back to your usual self?
Yeah, but say you get liposuction. Okay, if you don't change your eating habits,
you go back to it.
And if you don't exercise, within 2 or 3 years, you're back to where you started. You know, it's not a ticket to go out and do whatever you want to do. You still have to keep up.
Okay.
And that's why I call it semi-permanent. Of course, you know, you can't fight gravity. Gravity always wins, okay? So, you know, you lift up your boobs, 10, 15 years, they might fall down again because that's the nature of how we age. You know, you lose elasticity, okay?
Really?
Sun damage, you know, habits, okay? Eating habits, smoking and all those things. You know, it's just a matter of time. So
even if you're disciplined.
Yeah, but you know, you can't. The way the body ages, you know, we lose collagen after a third decade of life. So every year you lose a small percentage. Okay, collagen, gravity, you can't fight it. Even though you can take all the collagen supplements you want, it helps slow down the aging process. Okay, it slows down the tick, 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 tick.
Okay.
But eventually everything will fall down again.
So if you have the very curvy look, eventually...
Yeah, of course, you know. I mean, you know, look at all of us, you know.
Then what's the point in spending so much money on it if you're not going to have it forever?
It's an investment.
You see it as an investment?
Of course.
So it's not wrong if young women decide to
it's an
augment a part of their body?
Especially in this country, women, you know, most people in the service industry, the studies have shown that good-looking people are treated better than not so good-looking people. It's the world we live in. It's a very biased world.
Yeah.
So, you know, people have talked about how your face is the passport to the world, right? You know girls who are pretty and they can get anywhere with their charm.
Yeah.
And you know girls who are so good people, great heart, but they are not as beautiful as you are. And they find challenges in life because even to get an opportunity, to get into the door, okay, you apply for jobs, and you guys show up, they will pick the person who look good. There's a restaurant called Hooters.
Okay.
You know, Hooters, you know, I don't know if they still know Hooters anymore, but Hooters, we know we're known to hire girls with big boobs. And the bigger your boobs, the more tips you got.
But isn't that a problem? We're being too plastic when we should actually look at the quality instead of...
But, you know, you can't change, you know, you've heard the thing, sex sells. You can't change that. You know, this goes by time immemorial. You can't change that. It's real. You know, the world we live in.
Yeah.
If we live in a biased world, you know, you all know that. You live in a biased world. Good-looking people are treated better.
Yeah.
When people are not so good-looking, they find it tough. They have to really, really prove themselves.
Exactly.
You know, and, you know, even now, men are having plastic surgery because they want to look good. Because, you know, most people in sales, if you don't look good, you might not close a deal.
So when you say look good, what kind of... surgery do they come for?
Men are having facelifts, they're getting Botox and fillers, you know, they're getting liposuction.
Men are doing liposuction
they're getting
as well?
six-pack, you know.
That thing is real?
Oh, yeah. We do it.
Wow.
You know, men are doing that to look good.
Okay.
And of course, you know, it also attracts, you know, they're looking for better mates, you know. Women are having these surgeries so that they can have a man to spend money on them. And so, you know, it's the mechanics, how they do things here.
I see. Interesting.
It's a joke that, you know, it said that, you know, Mark is 83 years old. His girlfriend is 27 years old. How much money does Mark have?
Exactly.
Lots of money.
Exactly.
Okay? So, and this town you have that dichotomy in this town, where you see a lot of older men
who are dating younger women.
Yeah.
It's just the worry about young women and the fact that they feel that is the way to go now.
No, but it's not.
So they're focusing more on their external rather than improving upon the internal.
Yeah, the external will get you places, but the internal will keep you.
Yeah.
You know, of course, you know, one of my good friends, Tom, Dr. DeVito, said men are attracted to youth and beauty, and women are attracted to money and power. Okay, that's the world we live in. You know, for the young woman, yes, you are beautiful. That might get your attention.
Yeah.
But no man or no partner will stay with you if you have a nasty inside, if you are not kind to people. And, you know, so it's good to maintain yourself. You know, but of course, there's also something that we talked about, body dysmorphia.
Yeah.
Where there is a point that you have to stop.
Exactly. At what point do you stop?
We turn patients down. You know, if you came to me and you said you need a facelift,
I
would say that you were crazy. Right? I'll say you're crazy.
Why?
Point blank, because you don't need a facelift. You are pretty. But we have people like you walk in and say, I need a facelift. Okay?
And you still do it?
No, of course not.
Okay.
If I don't see the problem, I'm not going to do it.
Anyway, just to wrap up the conversation, I mean, what would you say to every young person out there who has a dream, they're trying to find a way to make that dream a reality? They've hit a number of roadblocks and they're losing hope.
I say keep on pushing. Dreams are dreams, and dreams are achievable. If he wasn't achieved, if he couldn't conceive it, if he was not conceived, okay. If you can conceive it, it's achievable.
Yeah.
We dream, and I keep dreaming. I'm still dreaming. This weekend I was speaking at an event, and somebody said, if all your dreams have come true, do you still have aspirations? I say, yeah. I said, right now I want to build a first-class pharmaceutical plant to make affordable drugs. Under the theme "Drugs by Africans for Africans," and that's my next goal. It's a dream that started, and now it's coming to fruition. So don't stop dreaming.
Yeah.
Keep dreaming. Put God first. Work hard towards your goal, and that goal will be achieved.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Dr. Michael K. Obeng. The K is what? Kwame.
Kwame.
Kwame, I guess right. Thank you so much.